Hey beautiful people, thank you for stopping by my channel. My name is Sasha Gay. Please come on, tell me what you feel about the new setup. I'm trying out new setups, so give me some feedbacks. Let me know if you're okay with this, if you're liking it. You know, I got a lot of pink going on right here. I'm a girly girl, what can I say? Also, please remember to like this video if you like the content. Remember to subscribe and also share. We will be getting into the styling portion of this thing here, guys. I will be showing you how to do a twist out. Yes. Remember to turn on that post notification so that you can be notified as soon as I upload a video. Let's get into it. Bad mind and jealousy just get me style, about to do another hairstyle. Today is the first of my styling series, so I will be teaching you how to do each individual hairstyle that you can do on your natural hair. So we have gotten through a wash day, we have gotten through building a hair care regimen, so now we are going to get to the nice part, the part with me like part where, you know, I'm more about fashion and style. So after you have properly identified a hair care regimen, a wash day routine, this is the styling portion. So today we are going to do a twist out, and my hair is freshly washed and dry, and the product that we are going to use is the As I Am Twist and Define cream. Okay, so when selecting your products to do your hairstyles, it will depend on your hair type. Now, this curl cream is a very thick, has a very thick consistency. Very thick. It's almost like a gel. Alright, so it's like a very thick gel. It's a very thick cream, almost like a gel, but not so much. Not gonna waste any product, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna put it in our hair. So my hair is looking all short right now because shrinkage is real. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think I'm going to start at the back. Yeah, I'm going to start at the back of my hair, and my hair is fine, guys. You would have heard this so many times. You must sick and tired to hear me tell you. So my hair fine. So when doing your twist out, your sections are going to be dependent on the thickness of your hair. So got a clip here. Just going to use this to keep the section that I am not using out of the way. All right, so this is what my section is looking like. All right, you might be can say my hair is very fine. All right, it's not the thickest of hair, so I'm just going to apply a good amount of the curling cream, and it's very moisturizing, so I'm not going to use any leave-in or anything. My hair is freshly washed as well, so I'm not going to use any leave-ins to add any more moisture because the moisture in this product is sufficient. All right, guys, so I'm not going to add any more moisture, and I'm not using a comb because I don't use comb in my hair. My hair is too fine for all of that, and I don't want to, you know, do anything to really cause breakage to my hair, so I won't be using a comb. And my hair is already detangled from my washing, so it's really now to smooth the product on to every strand of my hair, coat everything nicely, ensure that the ends are coated, and then I'm going to proceed to twisting this up. Now everybody knows how to twist. Well, I'm not going to say everybody because nothing is wrong if you don't know how to twist, but I'm just taking two sections and I'm just going to twist them or bring them around themselves. And you are going to do this twist as close to the, how do I describe this now? You're not going to do a loose twist. You're going to do a tight twist, but not a rope twist either. All right? So when you're doing a rope twist, you would be twirling it the opposite direction that you are twisting in. Then twist. You are not going to do that. I repeat, you are not going to do that. You're just going to hold the hair and twist it around itself. All right, or take it across, around, however you describe it, but don't twist the hair. You are not doing a rope twist. To do a twist out, you don't do rope twist, you just do regular twist, but do it as tight as possible. So instead of bringing it, all right, I'll show you that in another curl. So you're going to do the twist as tight as possible, and when you get to the ends, these two little pieces that you have, the two pieces that you initially started with, you're just going to bring them around your finger. You're just going to twirl the ends so that you get that nice defined curl at the end, and that's what you're working with. You see how we struggle real right now? How me do this? All right, so from this to this, sell it nice in a John shop. On this section, we're going to take a nice amount of product just to coat the hair. Ensure that you're smoothing it onto every strand and twist it up. Now, as I was saying, guys, when you are selecting a styling product, you have to identify what works for your hair, and that might take some product trial and error to identify what works for your hair. Now, creams work very well with my hair type, so when doing a twist out or a braid out especially, so that is what I do. I know in some cases gels work for twist out for some persons. That isn't the case with me, but you have to identify what type of product works for you. In most cases, a twisting gel or cream styler works for most persons, but when doing a twist out or a braid out, you need a styling product to kind of hold the pattern of whatever style it is that you're doing. So you need a product with some level of moisture, and you also need that product to have a hold. A product with hold is what is going to give you that nice definition that you are looking for, and it's also going to have the product, your hair, holding in that style for a while. You will notice that I'm not using any combs in my hair, and that is because I really don't use combs, because they cause excess breakage for my hair type. But I do understand that different things work for different people. So if you use combs, as long as you're being gentle, I would say detangle your hair at this stage. Your hair should have been detangled already though from your wash routine, because as I said, I'm on freshly washed hair right now, freshly washed detangled hair, and that is what I'm doing this twist out on. I would always recommend that you do styles or your initial styling on clean hair to ensure that your hair is properly moisturized and hydrated, and also to prevent product buildup. So if you are somebody that uses combs, as I said, just proceed to combing out each section as you go along. So you apply your product and you comb it out with whatever you use to comb your hair, and you proceed to twisting up. I am not in the business of telling persons not to use combs, because I do understand that different things work. As long as you're applying the right technique and you're being gentle, provided that your hair is different from my hair, you should not have any breakage. I don't recommend that even persons that use combs, I don't recommend that you start detangling your hair from the root. I would recommend that to nobody at all. Me, no use my finger to start detangling my hair from the root. I don't. If I notice a knot, I don't just pull through it. So if you're using a comb, of course you would know that you don't just comb through a knot, because that single knot is caught up in some hair that, have no problem. Them not break, them not nothing. So when you just pull through it with a comb, of course you're breaking that hair off. So that is more breakage, and that can result in less length retention. And who no want their hair for long? You know me want mine for long. Okay, so we're making way. All right, okay. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to identify where we are going to part our hair. I like when my hair is on the side. I like a side part. So sorry, material make noise. So I'm looking in the thingy there too. I have a mirror here and the viewfinder there and the camera here. So if you don't see me looking at you, I'm looking at one of these things. So select where you're going to part your hair before, which side you're going to wear your hair on before you finish the whole twisting process. Because after you have unraveled these, you don't want to be doing a major thing such as parting your hair, because that is going to disturb your curls and you really don't want that. Okay, get this part out of the way, and then we are going to work with here. I think maybe I did this too big. All right, yeah, this is too big. You see why I like to use my fingers? Because so these, if I'm not in know what would happen, you need to use your fingers to undo those. All right, hold on, something I'm going right here. So I try to ensure that I don't put this product on my scalp, but how do I show you this? Okay, here we go. So this little section here, I try to move and mess up the thing. Okay, alright. So this little section here, little edges, I try to ensure that I get them up and get some amount of product on them. What's going on here? I have a knot. I'm going to work out all the little knots that we have, strand by strand. Right. Just like this. This is not a bug, this is a knot. Alright, this is a knot. So it's attached to like 2 strands of hair, and I detangled it individually, detangled the hair individually until this is left. Now this is what I would cut, because I can't go any further with it. I don't know what next to do about it. So instead of detangling, or not detangling but ripping my hair, instead of breaking it, I snip that off. Okay, I snip that off. Now my hair grows very weird. Different sections of my hair are longer than others. Yes, that's what I got going on. But I realized that every time I cut my hair to like match the length of other parts, it just grows left the rest. Like this part right here grows more than the top, the back grows more than the rest of my hair, so I stopped cutting it. I do it all the time. I cut the sides of my hair to match with the length of the top section, and it just grow back same way, long and short same way. So I'm leave it alone, because it's like if I follow the growth pattern of my hair, I'm not gonna have no hair from my head. And next step, guys, is when you are doing the separation to do the twist, you need to try your very best to separate it as even as possible. So ensure that the 2 sections that you have made are even, right? So when you're twisting, you know that sometimes when you get to the ends, if it is uneven, you have to borrow from the other section. You don't want to do that, because tomorrow when this is set and you're unraveling it, you're going to disturb the pattern too much. You're going to cause a lot of frizz to have when you have to unravel it, or you're going to have knotting right at the end when you're unraveling, because you're not going to remember which ones you had borrowed hair from. So you're going to have to tug and pull, and before you know it, that one is a mess. So what you need to do is, what I do anyways, is if I get to the end of the hair and it's not even, hence there is no more twisting that can occur, all I do is to just coil it around my fingers. Don't borrow hair from the other sections. I just coil it around my fingers, and that's that. Remember now to ensure that you are twisting it as tight as possible. Don't have a loose hand now when you're twisting it. You know that lazy twist where you just start twist and go down like so. So as your quintet finish, don't do that, because it's going to be a very soft, where's the paper? It's going to be a very soft twist, and then you're not going to have as much curl definition. So I'm going to unravel that I just did, because that's not what we want. Alright, so it's the next day and sleep, air dry, and it's time to unravel. So I'm just going to take down this hair tie, and this is what we are working with. I had pinned down my hair just to ensure that it's stretched and these front sections aren't too short and crazy looking. So this is what we are working with. Alright, so all of the ear pins are done, and I'm going to start in the back section. I'm just going to put this in a scrunchie just to keep that out of the way, and then I'm going to use a oil to unravel, because this is important. You need a oil to limit your frizzing. So I'm just going to put that in my hand, and let me tell you guys what is in this oil. You don't want an oil that is too heavy, because that is going to weigh down your style, and that's not what you want to do. Alright, so this has in avocado oil, and that's a very, very light oil. Some castor oil, coconut oil, and olive oil. And it also has in rosemary oil and zinc. And zinc is very good for promoting scalp health, So I'm going to coat the hair with the oil, and I'm going to also ensure that my fingers are coated, because we are trying to reduce as much frizz as possible. So let's get into it. I don't know why this section here, this twist feels like it has a knot, but it doesn't. It just felt that way. So I'm just going to carefully untwist it, ensuring that I get some oil on there. Grab all the wrong thing, because I'm looking in the viewfinder again. Alright, so And then we're going to separate like naturally where the hair wants to separate. You see that is 3 sections right there, 3 sections, and we're just going to separate where it naturally wants to separate. All right, and then this is the other one. Just look at it. Throw. All right, there we go. All right, so bring the oil down on it and see if it tell you what you want to go on with. See, there. All right, I'm having some challenges. Okay. All right, so let me use a mirror because this camera is tricking me. I don't like doing my makeup is looking. All right, so there we go. 1 section down, or 1 twist down, and we're going to go into the other twist, unravel, and you're going to look for where it naturally wants to separate, and there you can see it's already separating. And you just separate it right there, and you see you're not having any struggles right now because you did not borrow any hair, so it's just separating so very easily. And that is why you shouldn't borrow any hair. See, you don't have a knot at the end, it unravels pretty easily. You just look for where it wants to separate again. This one look like it not even want to separate anywhere. All right, see. And if you're not finding an easy place to separate it, just don't separate it in more than 2 then. You know, so each section that you take down, you're going to take down the twist, and that would leave you with 2 sections. Oh, Mary, try this off. All right, so I'm not oil pan it, so I'm gonna really leave it for right now. All right, so 2 sections. I'm be very gentle when separating it, guys, because if you be too aggressive and you're not patient with it, you're going to cause yourself a lot of frizz, and all of that twisting that you put on yesterday is going to go in vain. All right, unraveling is equally important in a twist out. It's a very important step as well, you know, because if you don't unravel it carefully, then all of the work we you put in yesterday don't make no sense, because you just are gonna mess it up, you know. All right, so we finished with all of that section, and I'm just going to go over to another half over here, and again we're going to put some oil because you know, so it's important. You know, you get the picture now. Then just going to scrunch in the oil, scrunch it in, ensure that you're getting it everywhere on all of your twists. And then you're going to start on the hair. Okay. Okay. And these are feeling very moisturized, and my hair is stretched. My natural curl pattern is stretched out. So if you have kinkier hair than I do, you know, this is going to be beneficial to you, because you know, when your hair is in its natural state with its kinks and all, sometimes you can find it hard to manage because it knots on itself. You know, we hear naturally lovey-dovey, mushy, so it go and love up on itself. It go and wrap up and hug up and kiss up on itself, and then boom, you can't deal with it because it's too matted and it too knots up and all of them somewhere. So you just do a stretch style like a twist out or a braid out, and you have a nice manageable curl working with. And this can be the foundation for your other hairstyles. It would be a good idea for you to start at the ends of your hair and unravel up, unlike what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of a pro now on unraveling my hair, so I won't have any little mishaps. Alright, so we are going to work our way in to this thing there. We're going to leave these ones out at the perimeter for last, because you don't want to mess with it too much and cause too much frizzing. You're even going to detangle those less, so I'm going to leave them for last. we're going to fluff the inner part to get that volume more than outside the perimeters. All right, so watch what go on. Adding some more oil because we're onto another section now, guys. You don't know the thing, you have to grease up the ear. Not grease, this is oil, some good nourishing oil. Okay, just get any, and fingertip them kind of feel like them could have used a little more lubricant, so that's how we are gonna do. Alright, this is the styling portion now, you know, guys, because here what you see the hair at the top where everybody is seeing, you don't want to fluff it too much. You don't want to unravel or, you know, disturb those curls too much, because you want them to maintain as much curl definition as possible. You see that? Can you see that? Talk true. That's curly right there. That's curly. You don't want to disturb that too much, so you're not going to go out of your way to detach your brain horns. You're not going to go out of your way too much to unravel that section too much. And I'm trying to stop using the afro peak too much in my hair, because I think it's causing me some breakage at the roots. So oopsie, so I'm limiting the use of that to see if I see any difference in that area. So that's how that looks, and then we're just going to separate it. All right, so now we are going to do our edges, as edges need love too. All right, so we're going into some regular Eco Styler gel to do our edges. And I like this gel because it has a good hold, man. This has a hold of 10. Because you see, while I was watching back my videos, I realized that I was really combing down my edges too much. I was like combing them all down to create baby ears too much. And I think that is what was giving me the impression of, oh, my edges are so thin. It's not that my edges were thin, I think, because my ear thin, I'll take more on my edges to be. Does it mean? So I realized that it might be a better idea to comb them where them to go. And look there, look how my edges look luscious now. See, enough enough. That just show you, say enough enough. Let one not belong to you. I mean, I have so much baby hair. See, look at baby hair, the mirror me have. Me come down the whole of my head in my face. So me have, so me want baby hair. Personally, for me, I find that doing your edges kind of just give a polished look to, well, doing my edges give me a polished look. Well, me sure if you have, me know if you have foxy right here, so never have no ear. I know right this, so never have no ear. And then we're gonna just tie this bad boy up. I'm going to allow this to dry for maybe 15 minutes and then I will come back. You have made it to the end of another video, guys. Tell me what you feel. Tell me how you're liking my hair. You liking this twist out? You know, from nothing to something, literally. You hear the thing say, it never did I go turn out good, down. You feel know better than that. I got you. I got you. Please remember, guys, like this video if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to my channel. Share, and don't forget to turn on that post notification so that you can be notified as soon as I upload a video. See you on another one.